You're listening to Ka-Pow, the pop cultured podcast.
Oh my God.
Listen up, ragamuffins. We encourage each and every one of you to drink deeply from the cup that is Fair Riverdale.
Your hosts, Michael, Jordan, Cliff, and Seth.
Hello. Brian of Ka-Pow. Welcome to Thistle House.
Shove it, Hal.
It's Archie Andrews, and I'm from a small town called Riverdale.
Archie got hot. He's got abs now.
Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat on? That's weird.
Betty's ponytail is iconic and beyond reproach.
Why in God's name do you have this cabaret wig?
She wears it when she has sex with Jughead.
Sheriff Jones now, boy.
My name is Monica Posh.
Dr. Curdle Jr.
It's Cooper. Hello.
I've asked Hiram Lodge here to demonstrate. Ramp.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Blossom, aka Cheryl Bombshell.
Hey, Ethel. Got a minute?
Ruin her? Bitch. I love her. And she loves me.
You and Uncle Claudius are pig people and should live amongst the pigs.
The cyanide was mixed into a sugary drink called Fresh Aid.
Get your sapphic serpent hands off my body!
The Serpent Queen is a warrior queen. Because we're endgame, Archie.
Can you meet me at Junkyard Steve's ASAP?
When did our lives go from worrying about who's going to sit next to us on the bus to drug lord mothers?
And serial killer fathers.
All right, welcome back to Ka-Pow, the pop cultured podcast, and another Riverdale recap review episode. Did we come up with a name for these? We're gonna try to brand these a little better.
Yeah, episode 80. Let's finally come up with a damn name.
I did kind of feel that way because last year we were using some cover art that said Riverdale recap, and we were like, "Oh, that sounds better." And we at some point we said that, and then I was like, "Well, what else can we come up with?" So I was playing around with names before the season started, and I made the new cover art says Riverdale Chapter Review.
And we didn't argue it. We just let it go, and now that's what it is.
We're getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
It requires one vote from now on. Whatever anybody wants to do.
First person that's going to do anything.
Yeah.
We just
go ahead and do it.
You have unanimous consent, I believe they call it in the Senate.
Anybody that wants to make a little effort.
I'm going to mail my stamp to your house.
Okay.
All right, so this is our deep dive of the Dale. What we really enjoy doing, probably more than anything, and we hope you enjoy listening to it. This is our TV show of our generation.
We were going to call it The Ladies in the Dale.
Yeah, that's good too. Ladies of the Dale.
Oh, there we go.
So if you're late to the game and are just catching up on Riverdale now through like streaming services, the CW app or Netflix or whatever, we have a whole library. We have gone over pretty much every episode.
Yeah,
on a molecular level.
All 78 prior episodes we have touched on.
So you can go back, and if there's your favorite episode or something you just watched or don't remember something of a previous episode, we're on top of it. It's out there. You can find it.
As far as we know.
But now we're going to jump into the future of the Dale.
7 years.
The final episode in high school.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We still haven't graduated, have we?
Right, you're right.
Okay.
No.
So this is chapter 79.
Graduation. We start at the Cooper Joneses.
This isn't your fault, Jug.
It just feels like it.
I was the one that convinced her to move out here, away from everything she ever knew, and then I ignored her.
You were in the fight of your life at Stonewall Prep.
JB's tough. She'll get through this.
bunch of masks on the table, all them goofy masks.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little Jug Dub over talking about JB being an auteur.
And the episode written by Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, the showrunner. So he only does a few a season, and those are monumental ones when he's the writer.
That's right.
Yeah, so originally this would have been the season 4 finale, but as we touched on, because of COVID and the shutdown, they didn't get to do it till this
Masks.
year. Yes, masks.
It was all part of the plan.
They were ahead of the game. As usual.
Hey, how is she?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know if you're going to like this idea, FP, but I've been looking into child therapists, and I found one that has excellent references.
Well, I hope they're in Ohio, because that's where I'm taking Jelly Bean. Back to Toledo.
Maybe you're right. She might need her mother.
And her father.
What does that mean?
Alice. She's my little girl. And if this isn't a cry for help, I don't know what is.
Can we at least have a conversation about this?
Yeah, we will. But first things first.
Everybody's there, and Skeet says, well, I hope they have therapists in Ohio because we're headed to Toledo.
Spin
I
off.
said,
They
They do. They do have therapists. The thunder is sad. The sad rain cloud. So they got to go to Toledo to go see Gina Gershon.
And Lugnut.
And what's the other guy?
Tire Iron.
Tire Iron.
I don't remember.
You got it. You
was it? Okay.
You freaking lugged it.
Man, it's up in there rattling around somewhere.
Screwed it in there. You did it. You wrenched it.
So yeah, I think if Jelly Bean spends any more time in Riverdale, she will go full homicidal. So it's like we got to get her out. We should go live with a gang.
One step away from shaving her head.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to go move in with this biker gang so the kid will be sane.
In Toledo, nice clean town.
Right. They can feast. A lot of feasting in Toledo.
That's my favorite part of Toledo.
Is that where the mud hens are? Is that the...
Yeah.
Okay, so then they go door to door.
Jelly Bean finally told me where her accomplices are hiding out most nights.
Jug? Mr. Jones, what's going on?
I need you to open up your gym.
What, right now?
After we make a couple stops.
Gentlemen, to what do I owe this late night call?
You need to reinstate Tom Keller as Sheriff Hiram right the hell now.
So they got to open the gym up. Get up, Archie. You got to open. Skeet and Boy, I have written here. Skeet and Boy need Archie to open the gym. And the Ram needs to reinstate Sheriff Keller. Right the hell now.
Immediately.
Yeah, I don't think we ever answered who was sheriff for like the last several weeks. I don't think there was one.
I don't think there was either. It was lawless.
Because apparently, I didn't catch this. What did JB tell them that these kids were living under the ring in the El Royale?
Yeah, I think so.
I was totally surprised by that. I'm like, why in the middle of the night, all of a sudden, on Toledo Eve, we got to go under the mat and be like, aha! I just thought of this. There you are.
That was weird, and they were never mentioned of again.
Right.
I think there's going to be a lot of that kind of thing here after we jump in time. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's just never seen.
Yeah.
Never connect the dots.
Then we see Senior Archie is taking some pictures again. This time, they're at graduation, and he just can't believe he didn't think he'd live to see the day. It's like,
Somebody posted that screenshot on Reddit a couple weeks ago of Fred where it said, I didn't think I'd live to see this day. And people were like, oh, it was so prophetic. I was like, whoa, the show actually went back and referenced it too. That was
weird.
That was something else.
Crazy. It was a dream. It's just a dream. Molly is sure. Oh, Molly Ringwald. She is sure Archie's going to graduate. It's all going to be fine. Okay, Molly. Cheryl is hanging around. She's putting lipstick on. Surprised we didn't get a Maybelline or something there. She's remembering JJ. She puts her spider brooch on, whatever that is. What was that?
She just always wore it for ever. I don't remember what the significance of it was.
I can't remember. Yeah, there was probably a moment or something that we don't know.
And how many years ago did JJ die? This was like 3. Were they sophomores when this show started?
Yes.
Like a lot of other kids in Riverdale have died since then, and he still gets like a thing in the yearbook, and they're still talking about JJ as if dozens of other children haven't been killed.
Is he even in the ground yet?
They sent him down the river or something, didn't they? I don't know.
That's right. They Tony Starked him.
Yeah, Carly and I, my daughter, we were having a conversation just the other night about how we shouldn't do the math, because if you remember in season 1, JJ was a senior dating Betty's sister Polly.
Don't ask Archie to do the math.
Well, but JJ
not summer school.
The other kids, Archie and the other kids, including Cheryl, were sophomores, but her twin brother was a senior.
Yeah.
So,
We said time does not exist in Riverdale. No. It's very liquid.
Oh, no shit. What war is happening?
We'll get to that.
Okay, anyway, whatever. Over at Lodge, Ram gives Veronica a pearl necklace. Yeah, that sounded bad. Then Betty goes, Betty and the Thunder, they're going to have turkey meatloaf at Pop's when she comes home for Thanksgiving, because nobody else is going to be there because the Thunder's whole family's leaving all of a sudden.
Yeah, this very easily could have been a series finale. Just the way they tried to kind of wrap everything up here.
Yeah.
For those teeny bopper shows, a lot of times, if you get 4 years, your high school years, and then you just graduate and the show's over. So I just felt like it was a lot of wrapping
up. Let's see.
75 years ago, the first senior class of Riverdale High buried a time capsule just before they graduated. And now, as our seniors prepare for their own graduation, it's time to open it. Ladies.
A copy of the Riverdale Register from June 12th, 1945.
A copy of the Blue and Gold, also from that same year.
This one's for Jughead. A Pop's menu from when hamburgers only cost 15 cents.
Baseball card of Ambrose the Rocket Pips, Riverdale's hometown hero.
Ew. A Red Circle comic book.
And lastly, a photo of 4 seniors. And it's written here that this was taken days before the boys headed off to war.
All of these items will be on display in the hallway for closer inspection during graduation week. And fellow seniors, enjoy your last day of high school!
So Weatherby they're opening up the time capsule. Whatever. And they look in there, there's an old newspaper from sometime. There's a menu. Hey, Jughead, burgers were 15 cents. Hey, Wimpy. There's a Red Circle comic.
Ew. Yeah, Cheryl pulls out the Red Circle.
Can barely stand the touch of comic book.
Oh my God. Oh, physical media. Then they had a picture of some boys going off to war. Oh. Wow, you saw Archie got a glimmer in his eye like, something else I could try.
We're going to see them again.
He looked like that meme of the guy walking with the girl and looking back, like he's
like
looking at the army. Yeah. Like, ooh, I could go in the army.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Naval Academy is like,
And he's walking with the commandant down the aisle. He's looking at the army.
Oh, somebody make that Archie walking hand in hand with the commandant. I would use that all the goddamn time. That's the best. In the school lounge, they get their yearbooks, and there's pictures of everybody's gangs.
Well, also the whole thing about the picture in the time capsule.
Oh,
this time capsule was from June of 1945, where these brave soldiers were leaving Riverdale to fight in World War II, which ends in like September. World War II is basically over at that point.
I got the names.
It was like it's like these brave soldiers are going to fight for our freedom.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Okay.
Hold on. So then we go.
Guys, doesn't this feel so weird? Like this is the last time we'll all be hanging out in the lounge together?
Except for reunions.
Yeah, and homecoming, Kev.
It just won't be the same.
What exactly are we waiting for again?
Hot off the presses, chums.
Oh, yearbooks.
Oh.
But Honey banned those, didn't he?
Yes, but Mr. Honey is gone.
Brava. Well done, ladies. This is amazing.
There's even an entire page dedicated to the serpents.
And a shout out to the pretty poisons.
And the musicals, despite the fact that...
Archie Andrews and Jughead Jones to the principal's office. Archie Andrews and Jughead Jones to the principal's office.
Dead teens walking.
Archie and Jughead get called to the office out of that suite. I'm going to miss the suite senior lounge.
The student lounge, baby.
It's very, like, cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
they spent more time in that lounge than they ever did in the classroom.
Yeah, I would. And since when do they all have chemistry together?
Since when do they have class?
Anyway, what seniors are taking chemistry?
Archie would.
What's Archie doing in there? What's Archie doing in there?
He's a couple years behind.
I've never seen Archie in a lab coat and goggles.
No. He'll try it out, though. So Jughead finds out he is going to graduate. I didn't even realize there was a question that Jughead was going to graduate.
I forgot.
Something to do with Stonewall problems?
Yeah, the Stonewall stuff didn't transfer.
Oh, yeah. Because that way advanced school would not transfer to the Dale. However, Archie, you won't be. It's got to repeat senior year, not just summer school. Repeat senior year. But you can walk with your class.
And then in the ultimate dick move.
And we're going to need you to record the graduation song. We'll let you pretend to graduate if you do this work for us.
What a slap in the face.
Oh. So he goes out and lies to Jughead about it because, he's like, I just got to go to summer school.
So we got to assume his mind's already made up about the army.
But instantly, yeah. He's probably already moved on to something else.
Yeah. That could have been a picture of anything, like those four guys. And that's what he would have done.
That's another thing. I want a picture on the picture, and we just constantly can change what's on the picture.
Yeah, like somebody in the hallway is selling Mary Kay cosmetics, and Archie's like, I can sell makeup.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. The clock ticks in the chemistry lab where everyone is in the same class, and time's up. Monkeys are out. We did it. Archie looks at the picture and the names. You got them. I get the names too here, Cliff.
Okay.
We got Carl Callahan.
Mm-hmm.
Walt Wildcat Wright.
Yep.
I didn't get this guy's first name. Abe, maybe. Ackerman.
Ab.
App.
Ab.
That sounds more.
AB.
Ab
Ackerman.
Okay. That's why I had trouble. That didn't sound right. Okay, Gordy Green. Those were those four dudes that went off to war for 6 months. We laugh at that like we could do 6 minutes. I didn't know whether there was any. I was hoping Jordan was going to say, yes, that's Charles Chickens'
I That's what I was hoping one of them was like Mad Dog's ancestor or something,
Yeah.
but I didn't tie anybody together.
I don't know who it references, but I feel like there's got to be something there.
Yeah.
It's too detailed not to reference something.
Sitting over at Cooper Jones's, Jug and JB are doing a jigsaw puzzle. I didn't catch what it was of. I wasn't paying attention. And then Betty's writing her graduation speech. She's going to be valedictorian, I guess. And Veronica brings Archie his stuff, his leftover stuff, just as an excuse. She wants to do it. So they do it one more time, just for old time's sake.
Yep.
So, and she asks afterwards about that picture. And he lies, tells her the summer school lie or whatever. Jug wants to go to Toledo. He tells FP, coming too. Forget Iowa. No way, boy. Not happening. That ain't happening.
Not the first Jones boy to go to college. Lots of Jones boys in Toledo, but not in the college.
We got TT shows Nan a Topaz or locker. And there's a lot of just blipping around showing what people are doing. Archie's missing Fred, you know. So then we get Betty's speech there in the gym or wherever they are, and she gives a nice speech. It's short and sweet.
Pretty
speech.
short, yeah.
Archie's I don't know whether he's in the music room, where he's at. He's playing the Green Day song, which was, I thought he was going to write a song or do something. No, it's just like play the most obvious song that every graduation class.
That song came out my senior year.
Oh,
it
my
was
God.
It was used everywhere
Incessantly.
for
It's never
everything,
stopped.
and has never stopped since.
Wow, yeah. He gets his empty diploma thing. It should have said like psych in it or something. He sees the army. The army guys have a table up at graduation.
Oh my gosh. I love when he's like, is it too late? And I'm like, nope, army's closed.
That's why I was like, no.
We don't have time.
You fake graduated. It's too late.
We don't have time to set up a boxing match right now. Like,
right.
You should have fought last night. Oh my gosh. So then those 10 kids stand on the stage and throw their caps up. Did nobody else graduate? No,
nobody else was in.
It's like all the main people and Sweet Pea are on.
Yeah. Everybody else was murdered.
Right. Mumsy comes out of the bushes.
She can't help just emerging from places.
She Homer Simpsons it right out.
Yeah.
She's gonna turn herself into the Ram and get a cushy private jail cell.
She could be out in 6 years.
Wouldn't that be fancy? Wouldn't that work out good? FP takes off JB in his sidecar. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
She puts on Jug's helmet. She's got the crown on it and stuff. The serpents all leave too, right? I mean, the whole gang takes off. I was not expecting that. It was a whole
Well, some of them even had Toledo serpent jackets on, like they were getting.
Oh, maybe they came down in a convoy. They were like, "We're gonna escort you up there."
Yeah. I think JB has always had the Toledo version on her jacket.
Oh, wow. Learn something every day. So they're going to bury their own time capsule. Once every 80 years, we do a time capsule.
But just these 6 kids. It's not the whole school.
Yeah. And then, there was those 4 kids, and then these 6, and then who knows? Sky's the limit in 80 years. Veronica stops at Pop's first to get a clean menu. I was like, what's this about? And she signs over the diner to Pops, which is good.
It just seemed like another one of those loose ends that we don't care anymore. Pops is now a Pops.
So here's what they put in the time capsule. Betty has the blue and gold. and a bobby pin.
Might come in handy someday.
Yeah, but I bet that would be so freaking awesome if in 80 years they do a flash forward and they need a bobby pin to open something. That would be amazing.
Man, Riverdale 2099.
Wow.
The whole spin off.
Wow. Then we got that's you just did it. Archie lets go of the army's hand and starts working on Riverdale 29. So Reggie's got the football signed by the Bulldogs. Ronnie's got the pop tape menu and speakeasy matchbook. Were people smoking in there? Kev's got some programs from his musicals. And Josie's cat ears.
Yeah.
Boy, Josie, all of a sudden we're like, whoa, Josie hasn't been on there.
Not for a while.
At least, I mean, I guess that's good to remember her for 3 seconds. That the show, that she was an important part of the show, kind of.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I thought it was a nice little throwback. And also remember, guys, Josie is Kevin's stepsister.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ex-mayor's whatever.
Yeah, she married Tom Keller.
Yeah. Yeah, they really went out of the way in these 2 episodes for some representation. They allowed her ears to be there, and TT got to sit at the booth with them.
Yeah.
At one point.
Pops is no longer segregated.
Right.
After 7 years, we have to leap into the future.
Cheryl buries the HBIC shirt. I thought of Carly.
Yep. Nobody else deserved it.
No, that's right. Couldn't find anybody else. TT puts the Pretty Poisons jacket. She's going to be a serpent. Jug puts his hat in there. Is this really it for the hat, or is there going to be some moment when he plops that hat back on?
He's going to dig
and it's covered in dirt.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so. I look forward to the episode that they need that bobby pin so bad. They have to bust into the thing and he gets his hat out and puts it back on.
He's like, oh,
that
my
would
hat.
be the most epic ending to an episode you have ever seen.
It's just a shot of
She'll
him
put her ponytail back up.
She puts the bobby pin in her hair. He pulls the hat down, and it's like,
oh my God. If that's not the season ender, wow, we just wrote something that's better than anything they could come up. TT will put her Poisons jacket on or something.
Yeah.
Cheryl pulls on the HBIC.
It's all there.
Oh my God.
It's just laying there and wait.
And Archie picks up his guitar pick and hammer. Man,
who do we need to bash, bro? I'm there.
Wow. I am telling, and oh man, that is just amazing. That's going to be the best. Reggie gets his football. Anyway.
Did we skip over the soldier ghosts?
Yes, probably. I don't know. I did skip one line where he went to the army recruiters. Were there soldier ghosts there?
Were they at like graduation? The ghosts give him a standing ovation.
Yeah.
I thought was very weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Like he wasn't even really graduating, but like he was imagining.
Yeah.
These
How
soldiers.
Proud of him if he was graduating.
I know the guy doesn't have a dad, but he needs a little bit more than ghost soldier.
He had a ghost diploma, so he got ghost applause.
I genuinely, my biggest hope right there were for the soldiers to sit down, and then a bear stands up behind them, slow clapping. A bear starts slow clapping.
Oh, it wouldn't even faze me. The ghost people, I didn't even write down.
There was also a good old reference from Penelope when she calls Cheryl. She throws out a nightmare child.
Whoa.
I was like, oh, that's a throwback.
They have a little bleacher hang. They're even drinking. They don't even normally drink. They're more drug people.
Fizzle rocks.
Unless they're in an upscale saloon of some sort.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're gonna meet back every year.
It was probably maple rum.
Yeah, they're like from now on every year.
Every year.
Archie, being very dramatique, admits that he enlisted in the army. There's a war going on, Veronica says. And
Somewhere.
I was like, where? When are we?
Somewhere, sometime. There's a war.
I mean, yeah, there probably is, but
it's on the football field.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking to see where we were, and then I realized we were. I was like, oh, okay. Thistle House.
I couldn't help but think of that Monty Python skit where it's like the guy wants to leave the army. He's like, why? He's like, well, there's a war. Someone could get hurt. Like he hadn't like thought it through yet. It's like I don't think Archie has thought any of this through.
Oh no. So we got Blow Pass over at Thistle House, and Cheryl's not going to college with TT, and she's going to stay here and fix the family name so that Nana Topaz will approve or something.
Yeah.
Who?
Native Nana.
Native Nana. I was like, okay. And then, so basically it's another reason for them to not see each other for years. And then Bughead.
How's Veronica doing?
Confused, angry, worried.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're hanging out in her bedroom, and isn't that weird? Jug's like, isn't it weird that Ronnie didn't know? You know, and
he hadn't thought about it until right now.
Right, Betty's like, I got to tell you something. I made out with Archie.
Don't you think it's crazy that she had no idea what Archie was planning to do? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it kind of seems like the two of them have been squirrely since prom. Do you notice that? I just don't know what the problem could be. Who could have got him derailed?
I think I may know what happened, Jug. I have to tell you something.
Oh, no.
During Hedwig, Archie and I kissed. Once, only once, I swear. And I'm guessing Archie told Veronica, and that's why they've been acting so weird. But I didn't tell you, Jug, and I'm so sorry. I should have told you right when it happened. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He probably told Veronica, and so they do it. That's everybody ends up. They're just gonna do it. Let's do it. Jughead has to take. He gets up. He's got to take Archie to the bus stop, and Archie says bye to Vegas. Whatever happened to Hot Dog?
Was he in another sidecar headed to Toledo?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We hadn't seen Vegas forever.
No. Said bye to Vegas, and not since he went to Canada. I don't think I've seen Vegas. Betty goes to apologize to Veronica, and they do it.
V, I have to apologize to you about something.
I know, babe. And I'm not mad at you. I can't be, not today. I'm too upset.
I'm sorry.
They go to the bus stop, and Jug's sitting there with no hat, and it is so weird. That's all I could focus on. His hair's too long.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a hat to hold up there. It's very distracting. I'm not going to make it very far into this season if there's going to be a bunch of no hat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I did get a haircut in those 6 years, so something, at least a little. They talk about the Betty thing. No biggie. They do it right there on the bus bench. Betty and Veronica had there in the jalopy.
Oh man, the jalopy.
I know.
I needed to. I didn't know I needed to see the jalopy. But
I know, it was so great. And then they pick up Jug. Archie left on the bus just a minute ago.
Gotta go catch him.
Archie's on the bus, hanging out, remembering stuff. And if you don't pump in this music, Cliff, you're missing out. Because honestly, I had a slight tinge of emotion because the music they were playing, it was something. Will You Follow Me Into the Dark? It was a very Riverdale song on there. It was by somebody called Clergy. It fit the moment. It was like actually kind of haunting, and he was remembering like seeing Veronica for the first time and stuff. And then you see them driving up beside. It was a good moment. It was a very Riverdale. Having watched 79 episodes of this show, they looked younger and stuff. I was like, this was kind of a moment. This could have been the end of the series type thing.
Yeah, as Cliff was saying, that felt like a finale moment.
Yeah. So the jalopy pulls up and that music swells. The bus pulls over.
I love you too, Ron. Sir, can you pull the bus over? Please. It's my girl and my friends.
You stay safe, Archie Andrews. I mean it.
I will. I love you.
I love you.
Later, bro. Don't bro me.
Archie tries to shake Jug's hand. He's like, "Don't bro me," and they all do it. See you in a year.
See you in a year.
Because they're supposed to meet back there.
See you in a year, Betty.
But this goes back to when the show first started and conversations we had. That this show never ever leaned into the thing Archie is most famous for. Is like the love triangle.
Yeah.
Not being able to choose between Betty and Veronica.
We thought that's what it was going to be.
Yeah.
And like that's not, and like for a teen emotional relationship drama, there was never any of that. They just kind of paired off, and like I said, I think the shipping was too strong. Maybe the Buckethead fans would never have, but like that's what we all assumed this show would be a teenage. Yeah. We can't decide between one or the other, and it was just never that. So this show made no sense from the very beginning.
Yeah, that was definitely true. That's a lot of what the comics were. You know, reading those growing up, you know, it's like so much time was spent on that I was 100% thinking that's what this show was going to be.
Well, they substituted, you know, serial killers,
right?
You know, but
they made the
fair
right
trade.
They made the right.
I think the best thing that came out of that though is we got a bigger focus on what would have been background characters. You know, there were storylines about every character that you had to keep up with, not just.
And nobody wants that. None of us watched this whole thing go down where Veronica and now Jughead find out that, you know, there was this kiss and something's going on.
Yeah.
None of us wanted there to be a bunch of fallout from that.
Right.
It's like nobody's like, oh, we don't want to spend episodes and episodes of people being mad at each other and always, you know, arguing. No, it's no fun. Move on.
There would have been a serious lack of Cheryl Blossom had they focused.
So speaking of her, she's wheeling Nana Rose up to Thornhill.
Thornhill that she burned down.
Yeah, it goes up to the gate. We're gonna rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah.
It's like Batman and Alfred.
Yeah.
Did you see the Blossom family motto?
What was that?
Do you read Latin?
No, I
Neither
didn't
do
look
I.
it up either.
Latin.
You're earning your keep here. This is pretty good. I'm on the edge of my
Radis says curare abisi.
Yeah.
I probably butchered that. Roots run deep.
Ooh.
The Blossom family motto is roots run deep.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Maple soaked roots run deep.
So yeah, she gave up a relationship with a person she loved a whole lot to, fix her family legacy and be responsible and try to turn things around. So
she did all that to make a movie reference. It was all just about making a movie reference, and I can totally get on board with that. That's just, my motto is make movie reference. Plurbidir, what's the Latin of that? It's on my gate. Just get a look. It's pubila. Anyway, so Ronnie she's going to Andy Cohen's in the Hamptons or something.
Yeah. Going to go hang out with her mom and Andy Cohen.
Yeah, and Betty's going to New Haven early. A little awkward. They're sitting on the couch,
She just blurts it out.
She's going to do a little road trip with the Thunder beforehand. And it's like, what's going to happen to us? Well, she's going to Yale. He's going to be a Hawkeye out there in Iowa. He even had his colors on. He has his yellow and black plaid jacket on when she's saying bye. He moves into Archie's house, which is empty because Molly left town apparently or something.
Yeah, the adults all just disappear.
They're like, we are out of here. She may have rode off with Lugnut, and then they turned off the electric and the water, so he moved into the bunker.
Oh, home sweet home. You didn't think we were going to get a wrap up without the bunker, did you?
Oh, he slid down in there, plopped down in the bunker. He goes for one last burger at Pop's. Then 1 year later, only Jug's in the booth. Nobody came back.
Sorry, Jug.
He didn't see them for 6 years.
That's right. Yeah.
Which was ridiculous thing to say, because the next episode they say 7 years later.
Well, because he waited a year from graduation.
But it was 6 years
that was already 1 year, and then it was 6 more years.
Yeah, Jug had a little narration there towards the end where he was talking about the gang drifting apart following graduation.
As I paid the check and headed towards my future, I wondered, would we keep the vow that we made on the bleachers? To return home to our booth at Pop's 1 year later? Only time would tell.
Another refill, Jug?
No, I'm good. I think it's time I take off.
I'm sorry they didn't make it. They're probably just busy.
Yeah, probably. It would be 6 years before I saw my friends again. We'd be different people, each of us. Brought together by, of course, a new crisis and mystery. But that's another story. For another day.
So that's a good place to end if you had to sit and wait all summer for new episodes.
Yeah.
That's a good, waiting 7 days didn't quite have the effect it would have.
Right.
But still a pretty solid wrap up for the high school years. Good cliffhanger ending, I guess, for what you'd want to tune in next to see what all these people were up to in their adult life. So
I can't get out of my head the time capsule. I think that has to happen. I want all those people to go put all that stuff on and whip somebody's ass. That would be if they are not seriously thinking about that.
They're missing out.
That's so Riverdale. We're in the zone. We know what the right thing to.
Yeah, so that, like I said, that would have been the finale, but you don't have to wait 3 months like a normal TV show to talk about the next episode. We will be back shortly to fill you all in on the next one, Chapter 80, 7 years in the future. We'll be back soon. My name is Jordan Lowe.
Cliff Barnes.
Seth. See you in 6 years.
7.
Forever. Make it forever.
Ka-Pow, the Pop Cultured Podcast, is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Sounds, music, and clips played during the podcast are property of copyright holders. All original content is property of www.udamwithkpp.com. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a comment. Ka-Pow, the Pop Cultured Podcast, is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Spotify, and wherever podcasts can be found. You can connect with us through social media on Facebook, YouTube, at the Ka-Pow Podcast on Twitter, or email the show, Ka-Pow, the Pop Cultured Podcast, @gmail.com. If you really want to go the extra mile, please sign up to be a patron through the Podbean app or our website, www.udamwithkpp.com, to receive special content and early access to some episodes. We are grateful to anyone that chooses to contribute, but please know that most of our content will always remain free, so please continue to like, comment, and share.